wind is really loud and it's raining a bit, so if you can hear any of that, I apologize. I'm gonna try to make sure I've got some pretty good background music to sort of distract from that. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. I have got probably my most requested video like ever. I get a bunch of DMs over on Instagram and a bunch of tweets and of course a bunch of comments even on my other videos to do this for you guys. I'm gonna be doing a full face of Glossier makeup. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of Glossier. I love the brand, I love their products, and I love their founder, Emily Wise. I think that for somebody like me who isn't really good at putting on makeup and who loves a natural makeup look, all of Glossier's makeup products really do appeal to me, and they really are sort of tailor-made for somebody like me. I'm the type of person that I want to slap it on my face and then I just want to go. Like, I don't want to have to think about it, which is why I love Glossier. Because Emily Wise really loves skincare and she believes in taking really good care of your skin, all of Glossier's makeup products are very light and quite sheer. So if you're looking for a more full coverage base or a full coverage concealer, you're not gonna find it in Glossier. Glossier is all about the natural makeup look. It's about allowing your skin to breathe through the products. The makeup look I have for you guys is sort of like my everyday makeup routine on the days that I do decide to wear makeup. Don't worry, because all of the products I used in this video will be linked down below for you guys in the description box. So yeah, if you guys want to see my full face of Glossier makeup, then please keep watching. Alright, let's start with the video. As you guys can see, I've got my Glossier headband. Yes, I am that dorky. This was actually one of the first pieces of merchandise that Glossier put out when they first started, and Trina of course made sure to get me a snazzy little headband. I'm not too sure if they still sell this headband, but I mean, whatever you have at home that can just keep your hair out of your face while you're doing your makeup is great. I've washed my face, I've put some moisturizer, and I've cleaned my hands. One of the reasons why I love Glossier so much is because a lot of their products are very hand-friendly, and if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I love putting makeup on with my hands. I just feel like it's quicker, it's easier. I find that the product tends to go on my face a lot better and it lasts a lot longer. And if you're gonna be using your hands to put on makeup, please make sure that you wash them very well, because it's really important to make sure you have no germs in your hands, because you don't want to put those germs all over your face. I just realized I look like an egg. So since I already moisturized, I'm gonna go straight to my base, and for that I'm gonna use the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. I have this in the shade medium. This is probably my favorite base of all time. It is definitely a skin tint, it is not a foundation, it's very runny, and I find that it's really quite buildable. I like to put a couple of drops on my hands, and then I warm it up for a bit, and then I just put it all over my face. I find that this base just gives the most natural and skin-like finish. I've got a couple more drops on my hands and I'm gonna put that all over my forehead. The shade medium is the perfect match for me. So if you guys feel like you're the same skin tone as me, get the shade medium because it just blends seamlessly on my skin. Now that our base is done, we're gonna move on to lip balms. I've got two of the Glossier Balm.coms. I've got the coconut and I've got the cherry. On the days where I really won't put any makeup, I'll opt for the cherry. That way my lips will have a little bit of color. But since I'm gonna be putting on lipstick for you guys today, I'm just gonna put a little bit of the coconut Balm.com. I just love the Balm.com. It's one of my favorite products as well. Who am I kidding? I love every product from Glossier. I've got the Glossier Stretch Concealer, again in the shade medium. This is seriously one of the best concealers I've ever tried. It's got a very wet and hydrating consistency, so if you're into more full coverage, thicker and drier concealers, this might not be the one for you. I've got quite dry skin around my cheeks and under my eyes, so because this is a lot more hydrating, it doesn't flake or cake on my skin. It actually just sinks into my skin, and at the same time it just covers up whatever red or dry patches I have. It blends into the skin so easily. If you're really into the natural makeup look, Glossier products are perfect because they're very light, but at the same time, they're very buildable too. Because of the consistency of this concealer, I wouldn't really recommend using a brush or like a beauty sponge with it, just because I feel like if you use a sponge, it'll just soak up all of the product and you'll be left with nothing. And if you use a brush, it'll give a bunch of streak marks. All right, now that I'm done with concealer, I'm gonna set my face, and for that, I'm gonna use the Glossier Powder in the shade medium. This powder is magical. It sets my makeup, but at the same time, it doesn't make me look cakey. It actually makes me look glowy. because the Glossier base products are very skin-like, I don't even really have to set my entire face with powder. I just set the parts that I put concealer. That way the concealer won't move around. Now that we're done with concealer, we're gonna move on to blushes, and for that I've got the Glossier Cloud Paints. These are the most amazing cream blushes. They're so pigmented, but they're super easy to blend and they go on the skin so naturally. You can even mix 2, 3, or even 4 colors to sort of customize your own shade. I've got the shade Storm, which is sort of like a dark mauvey pink. Dusk, which is a more natural nude. Dawn, which is a really, really bright orange. Dawn is the shade that I was using my entire trip in Bacolod. And then there's Haze, which is more like a really bright pink. So again, all shades are quite different, but they're so easy to use and I really like mixing them a lot too. Since I'm not using a bronzer for this look, come on Glossier, come out with a bronzer. I'm waiting. I'm gonna take the shade Dusk and I'm gonna put it in the areas where I would normally put bronzer or contour, so it'll help bring some warmth back into my face. I'm just going to gently mix in some of that cloud paint. I'm gonna bring it up to my forehead as well. So now that I've got some warmth in my face, I'm gonna add just a little bit of color on the apples of my cheeks, and for that I'm gonna use the shade Haze. Glossier Dew Effect Highlighter in the shade Quartz. If you want a natural, glowy highlighter, like not super obvious, just very fresh, this is the highlighter for you. It's got like this sort of moisturizing center. They say that that's actually the quartz that's in the highlighter. I don't know if that's true, but I really, really love using this highlighter. Just gonna swirl it around, and then I just like to put it on the high points of my face. Now that my face is done, I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna work on the eyes, brows, and the lashes. Hey guys, and welcome to a close-up of my face. I recently got my eyebrows microbladed and I got my lashes keratin lash lifted, which is perfect because the brow product that I'm gonna be using today is the Glossier Boy Brow. This is in the shade Brown. Even before my brows were microbladed, I already love this product. It adds like just a bunch of fibers onto your brow hairs, so it helps make your brows look a lot fuller. The formulation is really good because your brows end up staying in place the entire day. And those are the brows done. Like I said, this is one of my favorite brow mascaras ever. This is one of Glossier's newer products, Lid Stars. They're cream eyeshadows that come in these super cute test tube type packaging, and then they've just got a doe foot applicator, so they're really easy to use. Now I know a lot of people have been saying that these are a little too sheer or there's too much glitter in them, but I personally love these. I've got the shade Cub, which is a pink, Moon, which is like this champagne, and then I've got the shade Fawn. Fawn is the color that Beyonce was wearing at that award show. So for the days when I want just a little bit more makeup, I will opt for the shade Fawn. But for everyday, I love using the shades Cub and Moon. I put the shade Moon in the inner corners of my eyes, and then I put the shade Cub all over my lids, and then I blend it out with an eyeshadow brush. Now I'm gonna take the shade Cub, which is the pinkish shade, and I'm just gonna put this all over my lids. And that's the eye look done. Quick, easy, simple. Since I got my lashes keratin lifted and tinted, I don't even really need to put on mascara. But because this is a full face of Glossier, I wanted to share with you guys probably one of my top 3 mascaras. And that's saying a lot. This is the Glossier Lash Slick Mascara. This is what they call a tubing mascara. It coats your lashes and then you can just take it off with warm water and the product comes out in tubes. And even if it's not waterproof, I find that it doesn't smudge, it doesn't transfer. One coat will just give you very natural fluttery lashes, but if you put a couple more coats, it can give you that super dark and dramatic lash look. Even before I had my lashes lifted, this was already one of my favorite mascaras because even if it wasn't waterproof, the curl would last all day, which I've never really experienced with a mascara that wasn't waterproof. And that's one coat of the Glossier Lash Slick. Like I said, it really does help sort of define your lashes and lengthen them. You can build this up if you want a more dramatic lash look. I'm gonna zoom you guys out and we're gonna do the lips. For my lips, I'm gonna use my favorite lipstick, especially for everyday. This is the Glossier Generation G lipstick in the shade Cake. The color is very similar to my natural lip color. It's got this gorgeous semi-matte finish, so it makes my lips look fuller, it makes my lips look a little bit shinier, and it's just really hydrating. My lips don't dry out with this. It's sort of like a lip balm, but with a tint. And those are the lips done. Like I said, it's really comfortable to wear because it's so hydrating. You sort of forget that you're wearing lipstick, and it's also really easy to touch up. It doesn't clump, it doesn't get cakey, it doesn't crack. I think that it's super flattering. It goes with a lot of makeup looks. It's perfect for the days where you don't even want to wear makeup, but you just want to put a little bit of lipstick on. It's honestly my favorite natural nude. And there you guys have it, my full face of Glossier makeup. Y'all wanted to see it, and I had a lot of fun filming it, so thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment down below of other brands that you want me to check out. If you want me to do sort of like a one brand full face look, leave me a couple of brands below, and I'll be sure to list them down, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!